Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube page. We're continuing our Week 12 NFL predictions with our first Sunday matchup pitting the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This game will be down in Tampa, 1 o'clock start time over on Fox. Important game for both teams. The Falcons, you may say, what's on the line for them? They're 9-1. Well, if they win this game over the 6-4 Buccaneers, they are pretty much a lock, maybe more of a lock than they already are, to cruise to the division and then can focus their attention to getting home field throughout. For Tampa, look, they're a young team with a new coach who's won 4 games in a row. So for them, it's about keeping their good momentum going and really trying to solidify a wild card spot. First with the Buccaneers. Greg Schiano's done a very good job as this team is coming out playing motivated every week, something that could not be said last year under Raheem Morris. And with the success Schiano's had and with the success Harbaugh has had in San Francisco, maybe the whole college coaches don't translate well to the pros. Maybe that whole preconceived notion is starting to go away. I guess we'll see this offseason if any college coaches are lured into the NFL, but Schiano's doing a great job. The Buccaneers are firmly entrenched in the NFC playoff picture now after winning 4 games in a row. And Josh Freeman's an interesting case. Struggled last year, only completing 56% of his passes this season. But what I didn't know until I looked at the stats this week, he has 21 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, which is definitely pretty impressive. Definitely helping Freeman back there has been the excellent performance of Doug Martin. And for all of you fantasy owners who had the foresight to either take him in your draft or pick him up early on the waiver wires, you're definitely reaping huge benefits now, as he is averaging 5 yards a carry, already has over 1,000 yards rushing, and has caught 27 passes out of the backfield as well. So, you combine Doug Martin with the improved play of Freeman, and with 3 solid pass-catching targets, Vincent Jackson, Mike Williams, and Dallas Clark, who all have above 25 catches on the season. The Buccaneers defense, we see it improving every week. Their numbers aren't overly impressive, but we do see them improving in this last 4-game stretch, which is why statistics sometimes can be a little misleading. They do allow 312 passing yards a game, but keep in mind, they have played in some serious shootouts with the Giants most notably. And remember, they play the Saints twice. So while the defense is improving, we'll see those numbers come down a little bit. They do have 15 interceptions on the season. Mark Barron, the rookie safety, has come in and made a big difference on the back end of their defense. Their rushing defense is pretty stout, 80 yards a game. Nothing that should raise any alarms there. And look, the bottom line with this team is, as they go down to play as they stay home actually to play the Falcons, it's keeping the good times rolling here. The Atlanta Falcons, they have the best record in the NFC. And, I've been saying this for a while now. For the Falcons, it's all about, yes, we know they're going to be in the playoffs. Yes, we know they're probably at the minimum going to have a home game. They could very well have home field advantage for the second time in 3 seasons. And I can't help but think of anything else other than how is this team going to play in the playoffs. To me, the regular season, they're going to dominate in the regular season. They have a great quarterback, they have a solid running back, and they have 3 elite pass catchers. When you have that coupled along with a good enough pass rush and a good enough defense, you're going to win in the regular season because you're pretty much always going to beat the teams you should beat. As was evident last weekend when the Falcons beat the Cardinals, who just invent new ways to lose games, it seems as though. Matt Ryan, again, struggled last week. We expect him to actually bounce back this week and have a better game. What has to improve for the Falcons going forward is they have to find some ability to run the ball. Michael Turner is averaging just 3.7 yards per carry, which has been the big difference in the offense this year. Matt Ryan has picked it up, though. Tony Gonzalez, Roddy White, and Julio Jones, obviously a trio that may be the best trio of pass catchers in the league on one team, considering all the injuries that Green Bay has had. John Abraham has been solid. Seems like he's been around forever. I think he was drafted in the 1999 draft, and the Jets had those 4 first picks in the first round. Abraham comes into the game with 9 sacks, and they'll be looking to get some pressure on Josh Freeman. Look, Josh Freeman is having a good year, touchdown to interception ratio-wise, but he can still be rattled if you get him off his spot. We'll see if the Falcons have any luck in doing that. And again, for the Falcons, if you're for them, for their fans, it's about winning Sunday. Then that pretty much puts the division in the bag, and now we can look. Now we can look down the road to home field advantage, home playoff games, etc. Some trends: Tampa Bay is 4-1 against the spread following a win in their last 5 games. As far as Atlanta goes, they're 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 road games. So something has to give here. We think in this game, our opinion for a little prediction for you, we think the Falcons are the better team, but we just think the Buccaneers are playing out of their minds right now. And what is the Buccaneers need this game more, I guess is the best way to put it. They're at home. They're feeling good. They've won 4 straight. The Falcons might be going through the one little lull they go through all year here, as all good teams do, no matter how good of a record they have. So we'll take the Buccaneers as a pick'em. This game is actually a pick'em on the line that we have. So we'll take Tampa Bay as a pick'em in this Week 12 NFC South matchup.